our youth to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly
Good afternoon, my friends. This is Grim. I hope you're doing very well. Today, we're just warming ourselves by the fire here in Candlehearth Hall, listening to some wonderful pro-Ulfric propaganda here in the glorious, beautiful city of Windhelm. And we have, as usual, done our off-camera buying and selling. And thus, once we get out here into the fresh, wintry air, we have an item update for you.
Yes, Sarah?
Well, ooh, Sarah. I like that title. Sarah. People should call me Sarah IRL. That would be hype.
You wish.
We gotta show you Janasa's bows, too. We've got a dwarven bow and a glass bow. Different effects. We're kind of letting her choose, I guess. I don't know why, but I was improving weapons, and I was able to make this one legendary, the glass only flawless. Probably has to do with not being fully kitted out with smithing yet at the highest level possible and with all the tree filled out, but either way, some better weapons for our loyal follower. And Halvar's going glass greatsword mode. We are probably going to retire the champion's cudgel to the trophy room, or the armory in our house. We've still got it here in case it proves to be something that we're really missing, but for now we've upgraded the dwarven soul harvesting sword to a glass one, and then our primary weapon is probably going to be this other glass greatsword, absorbing health. We found one glass greatsword on our questing last time, and I found another from a vendor whilst buying and selling. Halvar is in Windhelm for the express purpose of buying and selling, and also because we're going to go back to the Dawnguard at some point. But first, Halvar remembers the crime scene that we discovered so long ago. The talk in Candlehearth Hall was that maybe this mystery has not quite been solved yet, thus Halvar feeling duty-bound here to try and solve it. So let's go do that. I always get turned around in Windhelm. Probably should have figured out where to go before I started the chapter, but I'm assuming it's over this way. We need to get access to Skyrim. And we're just going to go back over here and see what is up. I don't know why there's so many different things on my radar, but okay. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thanks to all Patreon supporters as usual. So that door is locked. Maybe we can pick it. I think I'd rather not pick it, except as a last resort, because, you know, we're trying to be on good terms here. Okay. I don't know if this will do anything. Sometimes the arrow stuff's a little bit buggy. I thought maybe this would be another unlocked entrance to the same place, but hope everybody's doing well in their day-to-day lives, you know? It's a strange time to be alive right now. Hope the best for all of you.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore.
Okay, maybe this is a lead in this murder mystery.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
Trying to find out who did this. I was hoping you could help.
All right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was
That was
killed.
relatively easy. An unusual gem. We'll take that for our troubles. Halvar crouching here is kind of funny. We don't sneak often. And get a nice close-up of good old Halvar's ruggedly handsome face there, you know. Don't mind if I do.
Be careful.
Sorry, Janasa. See, my friends, no lockpicking needed. We got the official cooperation of the bereaved parties, not significant others, immediate family. I guess the bereaved party is the immediate family, but you get the idea. And we also got an unusual gem for our troubles. So we're trying to find clues. It says, from the marks on the floor, it looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. Beware the butcher and the butcher's journal. Butcher journal number 1. Not exactly top of my reading list, but sure. Ooh, okay. Somebody finding good sources of bone, flesh, and blood. Stalking Susanna. Trying to evade the guards. This person is a veteran of Winterhold with an axe to grind against the college, it appears. Flesh magic is older than us. And then we also have found a notice that this butcher probably took down from Viola Giordano, warning people against the butcher. Okay, so from the mead we can tell that this hasn't been occupied in a minute. One pile looks misshapen. Ooh, strange amulet. It's got a skull on it. I wonder if this is one of those where you can... look at it and see anything relevant. Not really. We're wearing it now. I don't know if that's good or bad. Or irrelevant. We'll have to go ahead and commandeer these fine clothes and fine boots. This wardrobe is nailed to the wall because it hosts a door to the gruesome back room with an altar. Butcher journal number 2 with a horrid recipe and a poem. Okay, it's translated from Aldmer text. Soon. Soon.jpg. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Don't know if there's much else to see there. Ooh. Whoop, I kinda... That was pretty bad detective work. I had the prompt to investigate the pots and pans, but then I ran into them and knocked them over. I guess we've disturbed the integrity of the crime scene. Stupid Halvar. Try to tread a little bit more lightly. Janasa's probably shaking her head. With the elven grace, while we're just a typical Nord. Big burly dude in heavy armor crashing around like a herd of rhinos. The chair is stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. Don't know if I'm seeing what I'm meant to be seeing here. Okay. Maybe we found all the clues that there are to find. Because now the arrow's directing us back outside. Maybe we now talk to... Wasn't there kind of liaison up at the Palace of the Kings that we were speaking to about this incident? Or is that something else in Windhelm? I don't know, it's been a while since we've been doing much in good old Windhelm, right? But... it's either that or maybe we talk to a guard again. But no, it's up at the palace. Okay. Good enough. If I could make the right turn. I swear, the city of Windhelm is baffling to me. I always think I'm going the right way, and then I'm not.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword.
And then, if I think, well, that way looks like the right way, so I'll go the opposite way, that doesn't work either. We made it, though. Better hope we don't have to chase the killer down some back alleys. We'll never find him. He'll never keep up.
Finding victory across the land.
Indeed they are, your life.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Can you tell me anything about the butcher?
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
What about this amulet?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Hail to you, Ulfric. Don't want to spend much time, don't really want to get in a conversation with Ulfric. He'll be asking why we haven't progressed the Stormcloak quest a little further. We have other things to do, right? We want to make that one nice and drawn out. So I guess the first thing to do, we could talk to Viola. Probably going to go to the House of Curiosities first. We may... Well, here's Viola, never mind.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
Well, you're walking alone down a back alley in the slums, so... I don't know.
I've been following him for months now.
How worried are you?
Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Huh? What's it say?
The court mage has been experimenting.
There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Ah, so maybe... Wonder if we should go back to Yorleaf immediately, or if we should go get the amulet checked out while we're out and about. Where is the House of Curiosities, anyway? It could go either way. There's no obvious one super close or one obvious path, but we'll try to get all of our info together
Stay away
before we
from the
go back.
Aretino residence. The place is cursed.
Yes?
Okay. Back here, maybe. Yeah, there it is.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure.
Perhaps another day, my friend. This amulet.
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Unfurl? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Well, I'm holding on to it for two reasons, because number one, I think the value when we picked it up was higher than 500, so don't try to lowball me, Calixto. And number two,
I promise you'll see wonders.
just for the sake of the realism here, would it not be better to hang on to the evidence linking the wizard? We've confirmed that it is indeed his amulet, linking the wizard to this butchery. Now, how about that? The court mage up to no good. Nord superstition about magic vindicated. Notice that Halvar has a good old-fashioned archer as his follower. We need ranged attacks, but
Stormcloaks are finding
don't
victory
need
across
magic.
the land. That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof? I don't want to believe it. Unfurl has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Unfurl shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
The streets of Windhelm are now safe. Are we about to witness the arrest? Maybe we should stick around for that just to be sure. Have a little extra muscle and steel on hand in case the wizard gets an
You're
idea
coming with me. We're finally going to arrest the butcher.
about resisting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll check this out before we move on.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
Sifnar Iron Kettle. I can believe that.
The skies, traveler.
Oh.
What is the meaning of this?
You're under the arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall, and Frigga Shattershield, and all the rest. We are wise to your scheming, you coward.
Has the whole city lost their brains? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself.
Make your excuses from the Bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight.
These
Yes,
are
sir.
some
I'm
highly
sorry, sir, but
potent
you'll have to come with me.
potions and ingredients here. Interestingly, the wizard does deny. This activity. We shall see, but in the interim, fate keeps bringing us toward these unusual gems. And once again, Halvar is no sneak thief.
Tell me you've seen them. Those things. Small and evil, like something out of a nightmare. They come from Stillborn Cave to the north. I know it.
Ooh, that's kind of an ominous little map update, but
What is it?
Okay, well, I guess the wizard's fate is out of our hands now. Let's get...
Hey, what is...
Okay, Janasa, come on now. You know the drill here. Thank you.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God duty.
Let's get out of the palace. We have done our due diligence. An interesting development. And another major quest chalked off. So, Windhelm is safe. At least from the butcher. At least potentially, for now. Now, back to another worry, to another unnatural horror that stalks the night in the form of the vampire menace. We've cleared them out from one nest, and now we need to see what is done next.
My trip to Skyrim has become quite the adventure.
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
What can I do for you?
Glad you made it back.
Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home
Truly,
who would
though.
love to study this place in detail.
One of the coolest locations.
Certainly. Let's find out
I would
what
live here in a
secrets the
heartbeat.
scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Interesting stuff.
Do you have a moment to talk?
It's on
That
your mind,
moth was
Serana.
Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't
Facts.
exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself.
Huh. You said you
The last
didn't
time
know
I saw
where
her,
she went.
said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she
Did
called
you just
attention to
yawn,
it.
Janasa? Was that a passive-aggressive way to tell Serana to get on with it? Sounds like she was just being
What I can't
cautious.
figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
I think sealed
I don't
away
think
is the
so.
likeliest of those
She said
options.
she wanted to stay awake in case the situation was resolved.
Okay.
It had to be one of
Never
us,
mind.
and, well, she's so much more powerful than I am. It just made sense for her to be out here. Anything else? They'd be even less welcoming to her than they've been to
Yeah,
me.
that's kind of a silly
It would've been a bloodbath.
option.
And since the Dawn Guard are still around, that must not have happened. Any other ideas?
Process of
That
elimination.
almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll
Hiding
actually trip over her
right
there,
underneath the
but it's worth a
nose
look.
of the vampire.
True, but I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in.
All right.
Well, I don't take just anyone into the secret parts of the place I grew up. Get rid of this interloper and you and I can be on our way. I'll wait for you at the dock.
Oh, we have to let Janasa sit by the wayside. That's annoying. I like Janasa. Just got her a new bow. Unironically, though, that makes me want to do this quest a lot less at the moment. You know what? We're going to change our plans. I'm not willing to just ditch Janasa at this exact time. So, the vampires will continue to plague the land a little while longer yet. Let's do some more minor quests and spend a little bit more time with Janasa. What do you say? Kill the bandit leader located at Oratheim. Hey, we were just over there, kind of. Dead Men's Respite is where we ended the last chapter. Just discovered a new location, but didn't go in there. And we haven't swung the sword enough yet, my friends. So we need to go kill some bandits, do a dungeon crawl or two. And a dragon just appears upon our arrival. But will it land?
Nordic ruins. Old, secretive.
Perhaps, perhaps not, but we're not going to wait around in case. Into the Dead Men's Respite we go. Oh. Ruby Dragonclaw. And a Phantom. You know, we better pick up bone meal. And maybe just a few ancient Nord weapons. I just don't remember exactly which ones go into it, but there's a way to build a Draugr statue. Back at good old Lakeview Manor.
What you lack in wisdom, you make up for in courage.
Wow, led right into a trap. Better wake up a little bit. An enemy lurks beyond the stone door here. Be warned. Seeing those bracers in the chest reminds me. Ooh, Elven Warhammer. Lots of spiders trying to hide their goods from all and sundry in this little cave.
Boost!
Draugr White. Glass Greatsword seeming pretty powerful at the moment. So we've got an axe and a bow. I'm going to try to pick up a sword too. Plus to speech, pretty nice. And then I think we need 5 bone meal, maybe a skull or 2. Something along those lines. We'll at least get most of our ingredients for... Ooh. I guess we'll tank up here, get the helm on. Stop being so cavalier. Take off the strange amulet. Did not step on a trap, notably there, for the first time, I think, in this whole dungeon.
Boost!
It is strange to think that these chambers were once home to the ancient Nords.
Indeed so. I really don't want to jump down that well, unless that is really the only way to progress. Okay, yeah, that chain controls that. There's nothing down beneath the other grate. I'm sure that's probably what you're supposed to do, but... couldn't really hurt to look around for another minute before we decide. So it looks like there could be a way off to the right here. Maybe that's down the well. Maybe it's over here. Looking like it might be down the well, though. There's not really any way through this, so... Alright, here goes nothing. Whoa. Okay. Much ado about nothing. It looked like a longer drop, in fact, than it was. And this is obviously not a trap. Whoa. Or is it a trap? Oof. Still one-shotting a lot of these Draugr on expert. And with a weapon that gains life, I think this, at this stage in Halvar's development, the absorb health enchantment was a good move. Didn't do too well at evading those, well, they're not guillotines if they don't go straight down. They're kind of like pendulum guillotines. I don't know what they're called. Swinging axes. Okay, I assume there's a way to get there without jumping. Probably going around this way. Resisting the urge just for you, my friends, to look at the Arcane Enchanter. I know we don't have anything to disenchant. It's really hard for me not to try anyway. Door is sealed by a magical barrier. Whoa, a Death Lord, okay. Okay then. Janasa, where are you? Maybe we don't need her. Ebony Sword, cool. It's only one-handed and we just upgraded to good glass swords, so even a two-handed one would strangely almost come a little bit too soon to be that exciting. You know, I like to give our newly acquired items time to breathe a little bit, time to prove themselves a little bit. But, yeah, still real cool either way. Nice little stash of soul gems thus far. It's, ooh, Scroll of Circle of Protection. Magic the Gathering.
I feel the eyes of angry
That's what I think of
spirits.
when I hear Circle of Protection.
Welcome here.
Alright, that's probably all the bone meal we need.
Finish this!
I bet if you follow the Death Lord in, instead of waiting for him to come around to us as we did, those guys wake up and make the fight harder. Expert lock? No problem. No problemo. Look at that. GG easy. Oh, hey, I forgot we leveled up. Alright. Let's just level up our damage. Why not? Sometimes with these master locks, you go around the whole thing and don't even notice that any spot was even close to being correct. There we go, okay. Ooh, nice. As soon as we got it, we got it. If you know what I mean.
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry? It's just funny to see them run sometimes. Oh, come on. Oh, that was kind of a nifty trap.
It's nothing.
Janasa going to town with that ghost blade. Ancient Nord sword, so hopefully we've got everything to make ourselves a nice little poppet. A nice little comforting presence of your very own Draugr in your home. Hey, people buy stranger things for their houses, believe me. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Saw that just a moment too late, but no harm done. Alright. Before we go down, lest we miss anything, we'll check around, but it seems like this has been a relatively straightforward dungeon. Kind of forgot about this phantom. Skavnir dies holding a book called King Olaf's Verse. O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king. Your legend is lies, lurid and false, your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. Interesting poem, and then some blotted outlines, 2 pages worth. Some praise of solitude, I don't know if I love that. More redacted stuff. So ends the story of Olaf the Liar, a thief and a scoundrel we of solitude commit to the fire. Solitude bards train for their service, they also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it. It's kind of baffling, to be honest. Gold. And the phantom is gone. We tried to talk to him beforehand. No such luck. Huh. It's a little odd. I feel like I'm missing a little something. Shouldn't there be more to that, or a way out here, or what? But I suppose we can infer that this phantom kind of wanted somebody to find his body. Maybe his story will now be told. We sell the book at a vendor, and then it gets out into the public. Who knows? But now what do we do? I guess now we try to go this way. This is where I got turned around a bit in the first place. Oh, okay. He's not gone, he's just
There may be no enemy
continuing to lead us on. Yeah, okay, here's that sealed door. Sure. Makes sense to me. Ooh, we're running forward. I don't want to miss this, so let's look for that ruby we found right at the beginning. Wolf. Eagle wolf. I think. Wait for us, dude. Don't go alone. Just aptly demonstrated the advantages of being ethereal, though. Rather than finding the claw, looking at the claw, changing the dial, waiting for it to open, you just run through the door like a Chad. Oh my.
Trouble is in the air.
Look at all these Draugr. This is terrifying. Janasa, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Olaf, it is time.
Okay, they're not gonna come to life all at once, it looks like, thankfully. This is pretty cool, I have to say. Sorry, Janasa. You kinda jumped in my way. A little bit. Phantom is a very aggressive fighter. And because he's ethereal...
Arise, Olaf. My vengeance is at hand.
Alright. I was gonna say, because he's ethereal and a... Whoa. Thankfully, Halvar is virtually immune to that cold blast, but not to that sword hit. Holy moly. Close one. King Olaf, one eye. King Olaf is very strong, my friends. Holy moly.
Insolent bird, die!
Only way out is through. Gotta just kill him, but man, he almost got us. We'll take that bone meal. We'll use King Olaf's bone meal to make our trophy, because that guy was really strong. We found a two-handed ebony weapon, too, if we want to pivot to an axe. We can enchant that up. That was an intense fight. Yeah, we used literally all of our healing potions to stay alive, including the one that we picked off the table right before we fought. Anything to say for yourself? You're just gonna play the lute? For a moment. And then leave? Just gonna play the lute and leave. Alright. Well, let's not miss out on loot. We'll take a minute to harvest all of these bodies, because God knows there is enough of them, right? That was definitely a pretty cool dungeon, though. One or two big baddies along the way, but nothing too off the wall, and then you get into this big kind of antechamber, or high council. It almost looks like a senate would assemble here or something like this, you know? And then you have the moment of dread, like they're all gonna wake up at once and it's gonna be really hard, and then they don't, but it still ends up being pretty tough once Olaf gets involved. Just pretty cool. Just pretty cool all around. I'm impressed. Glad that we discovered this last time and randomly decided to go here this time, with Serana demanding that we leave our loyal Janasa behind. I'm just not feeling that today. Alright. I think we just about got them all. Thought I heard a word of power during the fight at some point. Whirlwind Sprint. I think that one's actually kind of useful to get to some places that you couldn't otherwise reach with normal jumping, if I am not mistaken. Is this where we came in? It appears to be. Alright, cool. 308 out of 380 carry weight. I'm deciding whether or not we should go kill the bandits, or should we go home and unload a little bit first. Not that I'd do the selling and all that stuff, but just to unload the Nord gear. But nah, we got Janasa to carry stuff, so... the whole reason we traveled to Dead Man's Respite is because it was the... in addition to being a cool place on its own, the nearest place to Orothyme, where I don't remember who told us to go after the bandits, but we've been asked to do so. Let's breathe a little bit of this fresh air, my friends. Bask in a job well done. See a dragon stalking the peak across the way, but... for now... it's unclear what the best way to get there is. You can't really go up. Probably this way. Crabber's Shanty.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
No comment. Skyrim, just too beautiful. Oh yes. Messed with the wrong dude, Sabercat.
Never should have come here.
Whoa. Oh boy. We've got a whole gang of wizards over there of some kind. Vampires. Wow. Fleeing for our lives from the Vampire Night Stalker. We took down the followers, but at great cost. Can't afford any bad jumps that might be right behind us. We gotta go hit this mud crab to restore health. Okay, the foe is far in the distance, far enough where we can save. Yikes. Yeah, I wonder if I can buy any food off this fisherman.
You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right?
Wow. Imagine that. Imagine getting ambushed by a trio of vampires. After everything that we've just been through, that happens, right? Barely escape with your life. Near-death experience. Seek a little bit of, you know, first aid, a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of companionship, understanding. And the guy says, and the dude be like, "Oh, you're a little rough around the edges, aren't you?" Unbelievable. Anyway, we've mostly regened. Let's go finish off that vampire if we can find it. Might have to slow time for that one. Well, the Night Stalker, having lost its minions, just melt away back into the wilderness and come after us another time with more forces. Or is it still here? Either way, that was a frightening ambush indeed. The Vampire Menace. And that answers that question, but this time she tried for a melee fight. Didn't quite go so well. But, you know, she was still wounded. We took a chunk out of her life. Once again, Janasa, I don't exactly know where she got to. Maybe she couldn't follow us up that sheer slope that we barely made it up. Either way, the vampires are bested. There she is. We are near to accessing Oratheim. And you know what, guys? I think that's probably where we'll stop the video. We'll just resume.
I thought about becoming a bandit.
Oh, Janasa talking about her life path again. We've heard that one before, Janasa. You know, I think I might keep the videos right around more like an hour. It's just a time that I can play most days if I have the inclination. At least an hour. Not that big a deal. I think they might be more clickable at around an hour, and I'll still have the same overall content. It's not like I'll put out the same amount of videos, but they're only an hour long instead of an hour 15, an hour 30, an hour 45, sometimes 2. Let's just try to make them an hour. Feels like I should play a little bit more, but I need to go pick up my car for an oil change anyway, and then I'll just play another hour when I get back if I'm able. So anyway, thanks to all Patreon supporters. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you have a thought on that, on your preferred length of video, leave it below, but maybe we'll try to make some for an hour each-ish for a little while. See how that goes, see how that is received. Anyway, fun little jaunt into Dead Man's Respite. Some delaying of the Dawnguard quest, but we will resume questing right here in Oratime next time. See you then.